You're probably not going to believe this right away, but something important has just happened, something real and deeply meaningful. Someone who holds real influence and power made a final decision that involves you. And what's amazing is, it wasn't a decision made on a whim or just a passing thought. This choice came from a place of deep observation. They've been watching you for a long time, maybe not in a way you could see or sense, but they noticed. They noticed when you stayed strong even though you were struggling inside. They saw how you carried responsibilities no one knew about, yet still found a way to smile and be kind to people. They noticed the moments when you gave love to others even when your own heart was tired or hurting. They saw the nights when you cried alone but still woke up the next day to keep going. You kept showing up, even when no one clapped for you or even acknowledged what you were doing. And that touched something deep inside them. This whole situation isn't just about being noticed by someone in power. It goes beyond that. This is spiritual. Someone whose soul is tuned into something higher, someone who listens when heaven whispers, felt led to choose you. They could have picked anyone. There are so many people in the world, but when it came down to it, your name is the one that stood out. Your energy stayed with them. Your spirit made them pause and say, "That one. We have to make sure that one is taken care of." And something huge has now shifted in your direction. The divine is ready to make it clear why you've been going through what you've been going through. Why certain things didn't happen when you thought they would. Why it felt like your prayers went unanswered. But they weren't ignored. Someone truly powerful heard you, saw you, and more importantly, they felt you. They didn't decide to help you out of obligation or pity. They felt guided, led by a nudge that they couldn't ignore. A divine whisper called your name into their thoughts and spirit, and they listened. It didn't happen all at once. It might be started as a small memory of something you said, or the feeling they had when you were around. Just a tiny pull toward you. But that's all heaven needed. Because when God decides to elevate someone, He doesn't wait for permission. He doesn't check credentials. He just moves. And often, He'll use unexpected people to do it. People you didn't even think were paying attention. And right now, your name is being spoken in places you've never been. Important conversations are happening behind closed doors where decisions get made. And those decisions are now shaping your future in ways you couldn't have imagined. Let this sink in for a moment. All the waiting, all the delays, the silent nights, the prayers, the confusion, it wasn't rejection. It was preparation. Every single moment you cried out, every whisper of hope you held onto, it was heard. It didn't disappear. Those prayers reached the ears of the divine. They were caught, carried, and delivered into the heart of someone who had the ability to change your situation. And now they have. This isn't your imagination. That feeling in your gut that something big was coming, that tug on your heart that said to keep believing, that was real. That was your spirit sensing what was already written. You've been walking through storm after storm. You've been tested and pushed to your limits. And it's because what was being built for you required deep roots. The winds came to shake you, but they couldn't break you. And now, the moment has arrived where all of that changes. Doors that stayed closed for so long are now opening, not by force, but because they recognize your presence. You don't need to knock anymore. The right doors will swing wide before you. Conversations that didn't include you before are now being led by people who are mentioning your name. Decisions are being made in your favor without you even knowing about them. But you'll see the results soon. This wasn't supposed to happen, not like this. But it did. Because someone with influence felt your energy and couldn't let it go. It's not about them feeling sorry for you. It's about them recognizing something in you that felt sacred. A power saw your soul and chose to speak up for you. They took your name into rooms where real choices get made. They didn't have to. They weren't asked. But they were moved. And once that movement started, it created a ripple. That one decision is going to send shock waves through your entire life, your finances, your health, your peace, your relationships, everything. You may not see it all today, but very soon, it will start to show. In small ways at first, a kind message, a surprising opportunity, a moment of clarity. And then in bigger ways, doors opening, people returning, favor flowing. This is not just a blessing. It's divine intervention. Even during the times you felt invisible, someone powerful was watching. Not in judgment, but in awe. You moved them. You inspired them. They saw your pain and your courage. And now, they've made the decision to protect you, support you, and stand by you. Not like an outsider, but like family. You were chosen. Not just noticed. Not just liked. Chosen. And not just by them, but by heaven. That moment when they said yes, it shifted everything. This wasn't a small yes. It was a loud yes in the spiritual realm. The kind of yes that overrides every no you've ever received. It canceled out the doubt, the fear, the rejection. Because when God says it's time, nothing can block it. They struggled with this decision not because they didn't believe in you, but because they understood the weight of what it meant. Once they stepped in, once they chose to back you, the course of your life would change. And they took that seriously. That's why this is so powerful. Because it's not just an opportunity, it's trust. It's destiny. It's purpose in motion. You're not starting over, you're stepping into something already prepared. Already confirmed. You don't have to prove anything. Heaven already signed off on you. The people who once overlooked you will now have to watch your rise. And it won't be because you fought for their attention. It will be because your time arrived. You don't need to convince anyone anymore. The decision has been made. The favor has been released. The protection has been activated. And you're about to walk in the kind of peace that can't be shaken. This person, this powerful soul, didn't he just choose to help you? They chose to fight for you, to cover you, to stand where no one else would. And they're not going anywhere. They've been researching you, thinking about you, watching your moves. And what they found amazed them. You kept your grace in betrayal. You kept your faith in the storm. You stayed kind when it would be even easier to be cold. And that kind of spirit doesn't go unnoticed in the divine realm. It attracts favor. It calls in miracles. It touches hearts and moves mountains. Now they've decided to protect you. Not just physically, but spiritually. They've chosen to shield you from harm, from manipulation, from envy. Their decision is rooted in power and backed by the divine. And the evidence of it will begin to show. Your name is being included in things you haven't even asked for. You're being remembered in moments when you least expect it. And every time that happens, it's because the hand of God is on your life. You've been faithful, even in silence. You've been real, even when it cost you. You've prayed, you've believed, you've hoped. And now, heaven is responding. That yes from the one in power, it shattered chains. It broke old patterns. It made way for restoration that can't be undone. This isn't temporary help. This is permanent realignment. This is legacy level movement. It's something your spirit has been crying out for, and finally, the answer is here. Don't doubt it. Don't question it. Trust it. You are being pulled into alignment with your higher purpose. And the ones who are meant to help you are already in motion. They're coming with resources, with protection, with clarity. And it's all because you stayed true. You didn't fold. You didn't quit. You waited. You endured. And now you will be rewarded. The person who made this decision isn't backing down. They're anchored in this choice. Heaven is backing them, and you're going to live in the overflow of that partnership. You won't have to fight for it. You won't have to beg. It's already been sealed, spiritually signed, divinely approved. Everything around you is aligning with divine speed. Doors will open before you knock. Answers will come before you ask. You don't need to look back for validation. What's ahead is too great to compare. This is your resurrection. Your dreams aren't dead, they were just waiting for the right moment. And now they've been reactivated. Someone with the power to open gates has touched your life with divine instruction. And from this moment forward, everything changes. You're going to see things happen fast. Messages, offers, partnerships, blessings that surprise you. People will appear out of nowhere just to help you. And those who once doubted, they'll be speechless. You were seen. You were chosen. And now you've been approved. That's why nothing can stop you. The divine is clearing the path before your feet even touch it. Doors are swinging open. Chains are breaking. Smiles are returning. Joy is coming back. This isn't a short burst of luck. It's divine anointing. And it's here to stay. It's the kind of blessing that sticks and follows and multiplies. What once took you years will now take you months. What felt impossible is already in motion. You're walking into a new season of favor. It's not coming. It's here. It was delayed, but never denied. You were always enough. And now someone chosen by God has stepped in. They made a decision. A choice that was never random. It was whispered by heaven. And they said yes. They didn't 𝚕𝚗𝚒𝚗𝚗𝚒 you. They embraced the assignment. And now, everything is shifting. The wind is turning. The atmosphere is changing. You're stepping into abundance. Not by accident, but by covenant. A sacred decision was made behind the scenes. But its impact will be seen everywhere. You are chosen. You are covered. And this is just the beginning. You are stepping fully into the power I've placed within you. Divine messages, consider contributing through a super thanks. Whether it's $10, $20, $50 or more, your generosity helps us share these angelic messages with the world. Together, we can build a community of faith, hope, and love.